隨住澳門經濟起飛，好多大型企業更加着重企業社會責任。當中新濠博亞娛樂由2010年起就無間斷支持以及贊助國際青年商會中國澳門總會進行相關工作。今集好榮幸邀請到新濠博亞娛樂執行副總裁兼首席人力資源及企業社會責任總監高橋明子小姐進行分享。
JCI actually has a very special relationship for us. The first time we got involved with JCI was our senior advisor, Kent Wong. He was a president of JCI. And since then, we have been sponsoring all of their events. Now, subsequently last year, Walter Koo, our colleague, was also the past president. So for us, it's always been a very special organization, and we feel very privileged to be an active supporter of JCI. Our vision is founded on 6 pillars: women, youth, education, responsible gaming, and environment. And the last one, but not the least, being whole person development. So everything that we do, we try to focus in on those pillars. And our approach has 3 main components. Number 1 is philanthropy. And I think everyone does philanthropy, especially as a business operating in Macau. The second issue is also something that's very important and one that we encourage our people very much, and that's volunteering. We have over 18,000 employees, and our vision is that if every single person participates one day out of the year, that's 18,000 volunteers. And what's really interesting to support that, because Lawrence Ho also believes in volunteerism, that it is part of everyone's goal, as part of a bonusable goal that every single person has to participate in a CSR activity in Macau. So that's how seriously we take it. The third component of our approach is probably what differentiates us, I think. And that is that we believe that the most sustainable CSR approach is to take the real social, economic issues of the country in which we operate, take a look at our industry, and somehow there is a gap in which both benefits by addressing that issue. For example, let's talk about local people development. It is an issue of Macau. It is a priority for the company. So our social responsibility strategy is really about how do we take that and how do we build it into our organization so that it's not an extra program, but it's a sustainable one. Another good example is our Back to School, which is a program in which we partner with the Department of Education. And it is a special program that gives high school diploma to employees who have not graduated from high school. And the reason this is a social responsibility is because we have various people who quit high school to work. And if we're talking about their development and their growth, sometimes you need that basic education. And so therefore, it's not a training issue per se. We call it social responsibility because it is an issue with Macau, but it is also an issue with us. So together it's win-win and it's sustainable. And the great thing about this, of course, is that there's so many feel-good factors. We partner, like we do with JCI, we partner with all NGOs, government within Macau, because to do it together as a partnership strengthens our approach as well as our ability to reach the people and the group that we need to. One of the most important factors is the fact that our own colleagues are leadership positions, and we do our best to support our colleagues. Having said that, the second issue is that the goals of JCI are totally aligned with our CSR pillars. I love the JCI values. It's about young people making a contribution to the society, and while they're doing that, they're growing their professional careers, their confidence, and their ability to contribute. And I remember speaking at their conference last year particularly, and I was very, very touched by the number of younger people who are committed, participating, and it's on a Saturday, if I think correctly, or wasn't it on a Saturday? Or it was, anyway, it was one of those days that I didn't expect to see a lot of people, but they were all there fully engaged, fully participating, and I was very inspired by how the JCI is contributing to Macau by inculcating those values through the JCI organization. I think it's a fantastic organization.